7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
No, poor people have seen no improvement over the years from these guys and their movements. Huh. Yes, sir.
And you know this. And you know this. Man.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only
Body, say what? Do it like we do. The night train.
Due to some violent content, parental discretion is advised.
Yes, my people, just share out the live. Again, I got some serious broadcast messages that I want to put out. It has to deal with the law, you know, what the Jamaican people supposed to know about. Again, the one that can know so they can spread the news in a better way so that they can understand. You understand? So each one, reach one, share the message. I'm just waiting for everyone to come in. We're going to do the broadcast. And after we do the broadcast, we're then going to open up the live so that everyone can see what's going on. Because like I say, you know, it's for preventing more deaths and saving your family's life, you know. So this is what is going on. So it's going to be a broadcast. I'm just waiting for people because it's a serious thing we're dealing with. I don't know, Joe. Like I say, no one else on TikTok or anywhere else is giving the people them powers, authority, things that they can use to make a change. Everyone is just arguing and everyone just talking, but there's nothing, no force behind nothing. Everyone really is kind of just lost. Where I am, not lost. I'll provide you with all of the right tools so you can see exactly what's going on. So that again, everyone can know that you can help each other, especially those that are more suffering than others that might not be academically correct, illiterate, all these things. They're able to translate the information in the next way. So try and make it as simple as possible so everyone can understand what's going on. But this is what it is right now. You know, we're really a state of emergency. Government hasn't declared a state of emergency. That means they don't value the people's life. So at least, like I say, like everyone is trapped in the net because those that are on the land are in the situation, because if disease starts spreading, everyone is going to be affected. You understand? So it's going to be even worse if you don't enforce the laws that are there for us. You understand? You have to enforce these laws. So I'm going to just spread the news and then we're going to open up the live so I could do the presentation. So just share. It's not doesn't cost nothing. You're saving a life. Understand? So could be your own parent, could be your own sister, brother. you know. So it's just like that. How you doing, Mother Brenna?
Good evening, my son, God King.
I
Oh, nice to see this. Just
yeah.
got home from work about an hour. I'm ready.
Okay. All right, then we're just sharing, so at least everybody
Yes.
come
I'll
inside.
start sharing now.
Okay. Thank you. Oh yes, my family. Okay, I see Alkabulan. Yeah, like I say, I'm just. How you doing? How you doing, Alkabulan? You alright?
Greetings, Sir Lancelot. Greetings, Verna. How you doing? I'm okay, no?
I'm glad to hear you. Nice to
Greetings. Oh
see
my God, I
you.
miss you big time,
Me too.
seriously.
I've been working. I've been working since last Thursday.
And I was
every
away,
day.
up and down, in and out, really, in and out in the seats. I was like, I don't know. My energy was in a different level,
Yes. Okay, it's
you
so
know?
nice to see you. So nice to hear
Yeah.
your voice.
So
Yeah, I was
nice to
thinking
see
about
you.
you today, but I'm
Yeah,
glad we're
yeah.
here now. Yes, I'm glad we're here.
We're here, yeah.
Yes, this is a great cause now.
Mm.
Very good.
Yeah, so I'm just spreading
Yeah.
doing the live so everyone
Yes.
can see
I'm
this
going to
type of
continue to
level of
share.
information.
Repost.
Yes, all of because again we're just providing things that can be used for the people. They just need to know. They cannot say that they didn't know. So it's just everyone come together and put it in force because these things are supposed to take place, and when it don't, again the people have the decision to remove the prime minister or any government body that is not helping them. And I think they're kind of slow to this. So it's just showing the evidence that I have and the laws that they're supposed to abide by, and yeah, whoever's got that type of knowledge to be able to convert this to the rest of the people, that will be good. So I'm just sharing. So appreciate everyone for coming through. But it's the whole point is to share the live. It's not. It's the as you can see if everyone could read. I don't know if it's blocking, but again, it's to prevent more deaths and save your family's life. So that's what the
But my
intent.
son, the share arrow is not down there. I keep hitting it.
We'll share error.
Is there very nice there and oh, 1 second, yeah, 1 sec. No, you know what? Press in the middle of the page. Press. Keep your finger down, and
Okay.
you're gonna have
Yeah.
all your people there. You can touch them. Send, 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 send.
Yeah, but I want to do also like Instagram and other places,
Oh,
not just.
then, oh, you have link. Then you can press the one down on you there, and in your left, the arrow. Press the arrow there, and you can go Facebook or Instagram. Yeah, Instagram too.
Where is the arrow? Oh, I
It,
think
it's
I see it.
it's down on you, down where. Yeah, you
Yeah,
see?
but I'm hitting it. I'm hidden up under me, all the way down.
Yeah, you press that near the box of the gift. Can you see the box?
No, I just see me, and then that other
Can
there is the.
Can you see the box under you, the gift box?
No, I don't see it. That's what I'm saying. I only
Oh,
see
then
the.
then something wrong with your tin because it's all
Yeah,
there.
because I only see the background of the disaster.
Oh no, I can
I
see
don't see my
everything. So
arrow.
something wrong with your tin.
Just
Something's wrong with my thing.
Probably didn't come through.
go out and come back again, Mother Verna.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Go down and come back quick.
okay.
All right, my people, just gonna keep sharing for a moment, and then we can do the live.
Yeah, bless you.
Okay. Remember, it's to prevent more deaths and save your family's life because again, everyone
Oh,
have
so
family.
much things is happening now. I was in and out because in Tanzania, I stayed there for a while in Tanzania, and now with all this disaster is happening with this the president, she took over by force practically, and she unalived more than 1,000 people. Apart Jamaica, obviously Jamaica been on it too, but there's so much people they saying no every area is being touched, but still disaster is happening in everywhere really. I think this is the time, obviously, when disaster happen, good things is supposed to be it's supposed to be awakened. She come back. Berna, can you see it now?
Yes, I got it.
Yeah. So I was really worried. My spirit was very low in everything, but obviously it's because I'm very open, and I can see and I can feel, and so much things happen. Children, Sudan, Jamaica, Tanzania. Yeah, that is about.
All coming down on us now.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
But I think this is the time, innit? It's been said this is the time disaster have to happen to everything, the cycle is gonna change on us. So it's up to you really, it's up to us really to get the right patch, or else you go with the wrong one with the wrong people. We're like a ship. All right.
yes.
Yeah, yeah. It's all like that really, and it's gonna happen this year, and obviously, and next year definitely is gonna be more like stable in sense like people they will know really what is the truth, what is not the truth. But it's up to the people. I think it's up to us really. If you are enlightened,
Yeah, it's
then
up to us.
yeah, everything is
Yeah,
up to
we have
us.
to share.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
death is a part of it, to analyze people, they get analyzed or whatever. We used to get analyzed anyway, we wasn't even doing nothing, but now there is a cause, they are out, the population, they are out to fight revolution and all that stuff, and analyzing is part of it, really.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Let me share some more. Okay, we got
Well,
replays.
we're talking about people with lack of knowledge. It's
Yeah.
That's
people
it.
do things when they don't have education. So is that it's the
But
lack of knowledge.
lack of knowledge is not. I mean, being open really. That's not knowledge. I mean, if you are open to the universe, to nature, or to everything else really is going on around you, then obviously you're gonna see more clear.
Yep, yep, yep.
And obviously you're starting from the scratch. Yes, lack of knowledge.
Yeah, because again the people are very very naive or yeah, not informed, not
Yeah.
educated. Is I have to say it like that, because being not educated is a thing. It's actually a thing. So, and it does say our people are destroyed by that, by the lack of.
Yeah.
So,
Lack of knowledge.
Yeah.
so,
True.
so,
Education.
so it
But
seems like
yeah,
seems like
but
those people are bringing them are the ones that don't have lack of knowledge, but they are able to lead our people without. It's like the blind leading the blind.
Yeah. A ship.
Go ahead, Mother Brown. Yeah, I'm still sharing. Let me just share, and then we can. Let me just put some music on 1 second. Yeah, my people, I've done a lot of shares, and again, it seems like from the other day, the live visibility have been suspended. Well, but it doesn't say it, but we could see it by the numbers. It's when we're speaking about issues like this and providing solutions, it doesn't reflect the amount of people that are really interested in these solutions. And we're talking about, calling all Jamaicans home and abroad, share this emergency broadcast under the Emergency Powers Act and Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management Act. These things are really exist. Emergency Powers Act, this is based off of the Principal Act, the Public Health Act, 1848. So, these things are real. So there are powers that, the people do have, under the Emergency Powers Act and the Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management Act. So these are the things that I'm highlighting to everyone, because we need to understand this. We need to understand these things are supposed to be a protocol, something that helps prevent life. And if these things are not looking into, then what's actually the agenda? What's actually the plan? And life should be the most important thing. First to save. And these are, again, people of family members, flesh and blood, connected ones. And that's how much we're so uneducated that we are selling out our brothers and sisters for foreign purpose, that in the long run not going to benefit no one at home, no one living in the country. It's all going to be benefiting foreign. So it's like bringing in disease in the country. That's bringing in foreigners. That's a disease, because that then separates the country, change the culture. And that much change created a disaster like this. So I'm providing some vital information when it comes to preventing more deaths and saving your family's life. Yeah, my people. So let me, because I'm still gonna need to save this for my YouTube channel. Right? It's Lord Lancelot, the Royal King of England, through the House of Wessex and Mercia, right to the throne over Charles, a foreign administrator from Saxe Coburg and Gotha. And we're gonna open up the screen now so everyone can see what's going on. So first on the screen, this is a bill entitled An Act to Amend the Emergency Powers Act. Alright, so let me see 1 second. Okay. Just providing all these things. Wait, let me see if I could get the actual. So where it states period of public disaster means any period during which there is in force a proclamation by the Governor General declaring that a period of public disaster exists. But this wasn't done. Alright, there is a period of public disaster, but this wasn't followed, because this is something that's supposed to be followed. A proclamation by the Governor General live declaring that a period of public disaster exists. Alright, so this has to be put in place. So that is one breach of health and safety. Not declaring public emergency. You have to declare that. Alright, so we're gonna find this. We're gonna find, okay, where it is mentioned. Let me find down here. So section 2 and 3 of the emergency powers says period of public emergency means any period during which there is in force a proclamation by the Governor General declaring that a state of public emergency exists. Again, we don't see that going on, where there is a public emergency right now. I wonder why that is not. Also, proclamation means a proclamation effective for the purpose of subsection 4 of section 26 of the Constitution of Jamaica, which is issued upon the Governor General being satisfied. So section 26 of the Constitution of Jamaica need to be reviewed. Also, this is satisfied. A, that a public emergency has arisen as a result of the occurrences of any, so that a public emergency has arisen as a result of the occurrences of any earthquake, hurricane, flood. So hurricane, flood, fire, outbreak of pestilence, outbreak of infectious disease, or other calamities, whether similar to the foregoing or not. So before we go on, but as you can see, hurricane and flood, and so these things supposed to declare a public emergency. hurricane, and flood, right? So this is actually in the Emergency Act, Powers Act, right? Hurricane and flood, because Jamaica is still flooded. And, after that, there's going to either be outbreak of pestilence and outbreak of infectious disease. So they could prevent these two from happening, and let's find out any other. So, and B, an action has been taken or is immediately threatened by any person or person or such a nature and on so extensive a scale as to be likely to endanger the public safety or deprive the community or any substantial portion of the community or supplies or service essential to life. So again, A covers for public emergency, all right? And it covers, so you're supposed to, declaration supposed to have gone out. So it says during a period of public emergency, it shall be lawful for the Governor General by order to make regulation for securing the essential of life to the community, and thus regulations may conferred or imposed on any government department or any person in Her Majesty's service or any on Her Majesty's behalf such powers and duties as the Governor General may deem necessary or expedient for the preservation of the peace, for securing and regulating the supply and distribution of food, water, fuel, light, and other necessities, for maintaining the means of transit or locomotion, and for any other purpose essential to the public safety and the life of the community, and may make such provision incidental to the powers aforesaid as may appear to the Governor General to be required for making the practice of those powers effective. So again, as you can see, these should be the first thing that should have been done. What I mentioned should have been the first thing about food, clearing away. So, and again, Governor General could impose any regulation for, again, servicemen on the United Kingdom, just like the Windrush generation. They could call them to come in and help out the situation. So as you can see, there is not really no following of this Emergency Power Act, because it would prevent everything that we're seeing. And these things should be looked into. And like I said, I can't believe where lives are being affected, and these things is not being applied. So what else is there in this? Okay, what else? So that is the most important part. Let's see. So look, so again, Section 2 of the Emergency Public Security Act. So there's the Emergency Public Security Act, and it shows you enactment includes any regulation, rules, order, proclamation, or bylaw in force in Jamaica. Period of public emergency means any period during which Jamaica is engaged in any war or there is in force a proclamation by the government general declaring that a state of public emergency exists. So as you can see, these things has not been commenced. These things has not been put in place when it's obviously. So as you can see, these is not having a state of emergency when there is a state of emergency. That could be seen as a conspiracy to genocide, because they want the people to be unalive, because these things has to be in place. This is why it's there. This is the actual law. And look, it goes, see, there is in force a resolution of equal party of House of Parliament, supported by the voters of a majority of all the members of the House, declaring the democratic institution in Jamaica are threatened by subversion. See, so this is where we have. No, let's see anymore. I think that's it for the most. So again, there's this constitution part. I'm gonna check it out. Jamaican Constitution of Jamaica, section 26. So we can find it. Everyone can see how it's done. So we're gonna see what it means when you see section. I think it's this one. Let's click on that. Okay. That's it as the proper. I was trying to get the proper PDF from Jamaica. Let's see this. Okay, so it should be here. So we're gonna check section 26 and see what section 26 states. Shouldn't be taking so long, I hate when things takes PDF. See if we get PDF version. Unable. Okay, let's. Alright, we could use this. Just waiting for that to upload. But yeah, that's one thing. Okay, let's see. I don't know if anyone can see what's going on. So, okay, let me see section 26. So section 26, we're gonna find from the Constitution of Jamaica, section 26. So everyone, just make sure you write that down. Yeah, 26. Okay, 26. 26 states, okay, 26.1. Notwithstanding the provision of Regulation 42 and 43, where it is represented to the Commissioner or the Commissioner considers it desirable in public interest that an office ought to be required to retire from the public service on the ground which cannot suitable be dealt with under any of these regulations, it shall call for a full report from the head of every minister of department in which the officer has served during the last period preceding 10 years. Okay. Section 26.2. One moment. Yes, my people. So section 2262 says, if after considering such report and giving the officer an opportunity of submitting a reply to the grounds on which their retirement is contemplated, and having regards to the condition of the public service, the usefulness of the officers thereto, and all the other consideration of the case, the commissioner is satisfied that it is desirable. Okay, well, so yeah, as you can see, all right. So that is, no, that is that the right? Where is this Jamaica? This ain't the right one. Let me find it, man. Okay, might be this. No. Let's go again. Let me see if it's this one. They don't have the PDF. I sure I had the PDF. Okay, let me see if it's this. Just to recheck, cause. All right, let's see if it's this. Like, okay. All right. This is look like it. Looks like it. 26. There is no 26. But that's only the 26 that I see from. Yeah, sometimes again, they're so unprofessional that it doesn't make no sense. So as you can see, proclamation means a proclamation effective for the purpose of subsection 4 of section 26. Okay, let me get that again. You know, my people, just let me get that again from here. Okay. Section 26. Okay, that's 40. $26, okay. So there is no section, there is no, there's no subsection 4 in section 26. I don't know, where is it? Is it, one moment, my people. So just first time looking through this. I don't see no section. But again, that's what it mentioned. Well, if there ain't none, then, but this is the main purpose for a proclamation where there is a hurricane, a flood, breakout, or pestilence. So these two hasn't happened yet. But again, it's gonna happen, and proclamation should have been in place long time, as long as there's a hurricane. As you can see, very, very important. All right, we're gonna move on to now the actual opposite one. So right here we have disaster preparedness and emergency management. And you have all of these functions. Also short title, interpretation, establish of the office, principal objective of the office, function, policy, direction, appointed of director general and other officers and agent, pension, gratuities and other retiring benefit funds, etc., etc. So look at this. Hope everyone can see. So again, this is what this act is about: disaster preparedness and emergency management. So there's supposed to be a director general to this. It says disaster means the occurrences or threat of occurrences of an event caused by an act of God or otherwise, which result or threaten to result in loss or damage to property, damage to the environment, death or injury of persons on a scale which requires emergency intervention by the state and includes widespread dislocation of essential service, fire, accidents, hurricane, pollution, disease, earthquake, drought, and flood, so declared under Section 12. All right. So, as you can see, the disaster includes everything that, again, Jamaica is facing right now. All right, I'm going to check Section 12. And it goes, disaster preparedness includes any activity undertaken in anticipation of a disaster, hazard, or other emergency situation in order to reduce any negative impact. These things are supposed to be in place. Like I mentioned, it's like Israel. Like if they're not following the Emergency Act for life, like I say, they have to go, because even the principal government had to follow. So every other government has to, which is the United Kingdom, and that means it's a breach of the constitutional law. It's a breach of public health. All of these things, and yeah, it's like people are not educated, man. I think there's a bigger disease, like, because there ain't no people ain't concerned of life. Like, it's not concerned of preventing further life. It's like it's like want the family stand back watching it. Some things don't make sense. It just don't make sense. We are under serious distraction. Like nothing of substance and value. That is what is going on. So we have function, including powers and duties. Hazard mean a natural or man-made phenomenon which may cause physical damage, economic loss, or threaten human life and well-being. If it occurs in an area of human settlement, agriculture, or industrial activity, again, the officer. All right, cool. So these things are supposed to be in place long time because there is an actual act for it. I know. There's an actual act for it. So again, look, the function of the office shall be to carry out such activities as may be necessary to give effect to the object specified in Section 4 and without prejudice to the generality of the foregoing. Such function shall include developing and implementing policies and programs to achieve and maintain an appropriate state of national and sectoral preparedness for coping with all emergency situations which may affect Jamaica. All emergency. So again, as you can see, not following their protocol, not following their laws, that is a breach of the law. That is a breach fully. But it's who is aware. It's like what are people paying attention to? Like people are doing it for too much hype, too much. Yeah, they're not really. It's like they're selling out their own family members for fame, not looking at this real situation and what can be done. B, encouraging and supporting disaster preparedness and migration measures in all the parishes in collaboration with the local government authorities, community-based organizations, and the private and voluntary agencies, respectively, providing appropriate training programs and consulting service related to all aspects of disaster preparedness, disaster migration, loss reduction, and disaster management, planning and implementing programs to enhance public awareness and understanding of disaster-related issues, emergency management, hazard prevention, and other similar matters. None of these things they are supposed to be put in place, but none of these things is not in place. Look, identifying and analyzing hazards or emergency situation and conducting related operation research into their effects. These things are supposed to be in place. Look, establishing, maintaining, and managing mutual assistance and cooperation agreements. So they have cooperation agreements with others. So they have safe and rescue team. Everything there's there. Everything. Look, it shall be the duty of the officer to advise the minister on major issues relating to disaster, migration, preparedness, warning systems, and emergency management. Prepare guidelines for disaster relief and response. Initiate, coordinate, inspect, evaluate, and support the development of a national disaster plan. Development and testing of emergency response plan by appropriate agency, including the emergency service, the security force, the private sector, and voluntary agencies. This is supposed to be done before the storm happened. None of these seem like it's in place. So more contingency plan related to specific incident. Identify any emergency contingency that are within or related to the area of responsibility of each minister and public sector agency, and develop with the minister or public sector agency a plan for migrating or responding to that contingency. Be instrumental in stimulating public interest in disaster migration, preparedness, and emergency management, and in securing public cooperation and participation in effecting planned objectives. So we have encourage measures for migrating the effect of hazards and to reduce loss from disaster and the development of comprehensive disaster prevention and preparedness program and capabilities. So all of these should be in place, but I just think that the way that they're operating, they don't think no one is that interested in the people, so they just do what they will because, you know, if you don't care, doctor don't like. It's like that type of issue. Well, just trying to highlight these things, and this is where you get section funds. Look, funds, right? I'll do the funds. Let's see, is this the section? Okay, funds. Let's see, funds. This could help. The funds and resource of the office shall consist such sums as may from time to time be placed at its disposition by Parliament. Any other monies and other properties which may in any matter become payable to or vested in the office in respect of any matters incidental to its function. Okay. Well, there you go. So where else? What else? I think that was the main body of what's supposed to be done. Everything else, just checking it out. Yeah, everything else is just something else to deal with the actual body of the office. Well, the majority of things is all secured. Yeah, so we do, as you can see, the issues that we do have. The issues that we do have is real. It's a real, yeah. It's you know, when things are supposed to be in place, it could seems like a conspiracy, man, to cause loss of life, because these things are supposed to be in place, or not even. It happened, and it's so it is, because you know it's supposed to, these emergencies supposed to be applied. Everything is showing you that emergency is supposed to be applied, but it wasn't. But it's just, it's the way how everything feels is based on the people.
Your lack of knowledge, not knowing the rights. I mean, he got 45 million. Was it millions or more?
I'm not too sure, but yeah, it's sometimes when I go through this, it's like it it does get to me, like, because the fact that it was not these things, this is serious, supposed to be implemented, you know, and it was not implemented. And what is the consequences of not implementing these things? Okay, so yeah, where my people, what can I say? Let me just find something. I'm gonna pause it for the moment. Just bring back the screen. Just gonna find something. But if you wanna conversate, it's heart wrenching. But you know when real things can really be prevented, and it's not. That is the worst. It's like, don't mind the uneducated people, but the people that says that they have education. Come on, man. There has to be something. Yeah, it's like, it's definitely disheartening. But this is where we at. Our people are destroyed by the lack of knowledge. These are things that, as you can see clearly, things are supposed to have been done. Proclamation, because so it's saying the Prime Minister has behaved like it's not in public interest. Yeah, my people. I don't know how much you could be fooled, but like this is enough. This should be enough. I don't know how much you can be fooled, but this is enough. Yeah, man, this should be enough, my people.
It's more than enough.
More than enough.
It's more than enough. People still are being unalive for lack of food.
Yeah, exactly. We don't even know how much baby has. Yeah, it's definitely, you're right, Mother Verna. More than enough. But it's like where is everyone? Like, this is serious. It's like, does people really care? Or but you know, these things are showing a lot when it comes to how much we have been
Dumbed down.
Yeah, dehumanized, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's terrible. What are we like? This earth is like, definitely you have to find. Yeah, this earth is not even an earth no more. Seriously, it's not even earth no more. I don't think we can even call it earth. Oh man, where we at? 1 second. I'm finding something. Yeah, it's not even earth no more. What can we call this? Because it's literally, we are in the end days. Because if these things are not being applied, okay, well, why is it not? I found something. I'm gonna put it up. But yes, a PDF. I need this PDF. My people, man, we are not in. It's bad. Yeah, it's terrible. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. It's not. How could? Man.
Now, even the animals would save each other more than what we're doing now. I mean, this is like something from ancient times. I mean, it just can't be that we're so heartless. It just can't be that we're like stone almost now.
It's like stone. It's serious. Is that? He said it right, Mother Verna. Like stone. Like that. Yeah, like Pharaoh heart is hot. It's like stone. So look, I just pull up the Emergency Powers Act, and I think this gives more clarity. So look again. So it says Emergency Powers Act, right? And that's 1938. So this has been in place since 1938, 6 June 1938. And so recite, look again, period of public emergency means any period during which there is in force a proclamation by the Governor General. Oh, what's going on? Is this? Sorry. Susan King? I didn't, Susan.
I just brought her up because she was there, but she's saying hello. You cannot open the mic, Susan.
Okay, let's just continue then.
It's okay, let her hear.
Yeah, so serious. So again, period of public emergency means any period during which there is in force a proclamation by the government, by the Governor General during that a state of public emergency exists. All right. So again, proclamation means a proclamation effective for the purpose of subsection 4 of section 26 of the Constitution of Jamaica, which is issued upon the Governor General being satisfied. So he's saying Governor General is supposed to be satisfied that a public emergency has arisen as a result of the occurrence of any earthquake, hurricane, flood, fire, outbreak of pestilence, outbreak of infectious disease or other calamities, whether similar to the foregoing or not. All right. I know, see this one, A, I know when B happened, so B is that action has been taken or an immediately threatened by any person or body or person of such a nature and on so extensive a scale as to be likely to endanger the public safety or to deprive the community or any substantial portion of the community or of supplies or service essential to life. When they declared when violence really, when they want to go into the community state of emergency, for them to go and arrest people, like to say that they're dealing with crime, they will declare a state of emergency. But when it's come actually when people have lost life, homes, no state of emergency has been declared. How does that make sense?
Because it's done by them.
Okay, 3. Well, look, again, Governor General, look, section 3, during a period of, because it's not, it hasn't been determined that is a public emergency. If it was that during a public emergency, it shall be lawful for the Governor General by order to make regulation for securing the essentials of life to the community, and those regulations may conferred or imposed on any government department or any persons in Her Majesty's service or acting in accordance on Her Majesty's behalf, such powers and duties as the Governor General may deem necessary or expedient for the preservation of the peace, for securing and regulating the supply and distribution of food, water, fuel, light, and other necessities, for maintaining the means of transport or locomotion, and for any other purpose essential to the public safety and the life of the community, and may make such provision incidental to the powers aforesaid as may appear to the Governor General to be required for making the practice of those powers effective. Look, so they're not looking about the public safety, loss of community life. Like the Governor General can get services from His Majesty, like, if they're not. These things are, again, it's blatant. It's too blatant, all right? It's too blatant. Look, not Section 2. Without prejudice to the generality of the powers conferred by subsection 1, such regulation may, so far as appear to the Governor General to be necessary or expedient for any of the purpose mentioned in that subsection, A, make provision for the detention of persons and the deportation and exclusion of persons from Jamaica. That's what they can do.
Wow.
Yeah.
But did you see the video where he's talking about the food in the streets? The ways have to be secured, so there will be patrols or policemen making sure that the food is safe and that there will be no violence among the people fighting for it. It's just, I mean, has he declared a state of emergency? No, right?
Yeah.
So that means that all the things he's saying is just to protect him and his people, the ones that have all the money.
Look at this. I'm reading. Look, B, authorized on behalf of His Majesty the taking of possession or control or the managing or carrying on, as the case may be, of any property or undertaking, the acquisition of any property other than land. People, I think this is what the case is. Created disaster, and as you can see, this is something that we know is a part of the agenda, taking of land. It tells you can do it. Let's go further. Let's see. Authorize the entering and searching of any property. Okay. D, provide for amending any enactment for suspending the operation of any enactment and for applying any enactment with or without modification. Okay, what else? Let's see. What else there is? Give thanks for the gift. Let's see this. So look now. Look at this. Look, yeah. Let me show everyone. This is how serious it is. And see, reason why they haven't put, I think I think, look, okay, I'm going to keep going from here. Provide for charging in respect of the grant or issue of any license, permit, certificate, or other document for the purpose of the regulation, such fee as may be prescribed by or under the regulation. Provide for payment or compensation and remuneration to person affected by. So they're supposed to provide compensation. It's not free. They're supposed to compensate every Jamaican citizen. See, I'm trying to say, like, people need to come here, like, where everyone at, like, people are being, like I'm saying, they're supposed to compensate. It's not like, oh, what people gonna do? They're supposed to compensate. Compensation is there, provide that nothing in this act shall be constructed to authorize the making of any regulation imposing any forms of compulsory military service or industrial conscription or providing for the trial of persons by military court. See, because the military can step in. Provide also that no such regulation shall make it an offense for any person or persons to declare or take part in a lockout or to take part in a strike or peacefully to persuade any other person or persons to declare or take part in a lockout or to take part in a strike. See? They can strike, they can say no, it's not right. Look, again. So look, any regulations so made shall be laid before the Senate and the House of Representatives as soon as may be after they are made, and shall not continue in force after the expiration of 7 days from the time when they are so laid before the Senate and the House of Representatives, whichever shall be the later, unless a resolution is passed by the Senate and the House of Representation, providing the continuance thereof. Regulation may provide for the trial by court of summary jurisdiction of persons guilty of offense against the regulations. See, the reason why they didn't make the proclamation, because it would be an offense not to carry out the actual work. So, however, that the maximum penalty which may be inflicted for any offense against any such regulation shall be imprisonment with or without hard labor for a term not exceeding 3 months, or a fine not exceeding $2,000, or both such imprisonment and fine, together with the forfeiture of any goods or money in respect of which the offense have been committed. Man, this is what's going on. Where's the mic open? You want to say something?
Yeah, I was about to say, about the compensation. The last, is it hurricane that happened in, is it Trinidad or Trinidad? Yes, the last time. One of relative, practically family, the father of my children dad, practically. He get affected, with the house and everything. He get destroyed. A lot of things get destroyed. And they told him already they're gonna give him compensation and everything to rebuild the house.
Yeah.
And he's waiting for that practically, but he's been told he's gonna be compensated.
Yeah, it is written in there.
Yeah, they have to compensate, but the things happening in here now is like they wanna get rid of the people to get the land back, practically to get the land, And the propaganda they're making is like, oh no, Jamaica is not really getting affected, because so many people I talk, even Jamaican people say, no, I'm sorry, I feel sorry what's happening and everything. It says there's nothing happening, it's only some little area it happened. And you can see really, is a big flood there, the whole land is darkened now, rather than become how it was before, green and blue. It's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
anymore, you don't see anymore. So, there is that propaganda, and there is people even saying there is people even in TikTok or in social media even making up things and everything. So that's why people, they don't know what to do, especially the diaspora, because the people inside the Jamaica, I mean, they are crumbling practically. They are waiting for somebody to save them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
But
true.
it's we, as a diaspora people, really, I think we are weakening. We be manipulated unnecessary material things and everything. But I don't say, the people from there really, they cannot do nothing. It's like things is happening in Africa now. I know better than them inside there, because they don't have no power to go social media or to post or anything, but we know better, so we told them what's going on and what is not going on.
True.
Yeah.
Oh, it's true. Man, we looks. Oh gosh, it's too much. In look at, so they're supposed to follow the Constitution. So we're gonna go to chapter 3, right, from section 13. So this is why they're supposed to follow the emergency powers, right? So this is the Constitution. So this is what they're supposed to follow. Let's go straight to section 13. All right, let's see this. Where is it? Section. Where is this? Where's it gone? What's it called? It's so I think you could find this in, let's see if it's this one. You see, everything that you could find will be on legislation.gov.uk. So if anyone needs, for instance, to find a law, okay, let's take that for instance, duplicate that. So look at this. So you go up here, anything that you paste, and let's see what happens. Okay, let's do it again. Okay. Let's take this all out and let's do it like that. Okay. Let's just take the Jamaican Constitution. They're supposed to have this at least. There we go. Okay. All right. So they do have it. Which one I was looking for? So 16. I was looking for 16. 1 second. So okay. This one. All right. Let's see. No, I think it's the first one. Get back. The first one. So okay, there we go. All right, you click, double click, and it should come up fully. All right, there we go. Should be good. So this is the Constitution. One moment. Where is it? Constitution of section. So chapter schedule 2. So we go down to schedule 2. Okay, there we go. All right, schedule 2 again. So schedule 2 is the whole Constitution. Alright, and so let me just show everyone. So as you can see, Schedule 3. Schedule 3.1. And it says, okay, shows you in this Constitution, unless it is otherwise provided or the context otherwise requests, an act of Parliament means an act made by Parliament. Right, and then it gives you all the meanings. The Commonwealth means Jamaica, any country to which Section 9 of this Constitution apply, and any dependency of any such country. Look, the Consolidated Fund means the Consolidated Fund established by Section 114 of this Constitution. This is very important to look about. Right? Defense Force means any naval, military, or air force of the Crown in right of the government of Jamaica. All right, cool. Let's go. Okay, so just looking through this. Okay, all right. Let's find Section 13. It should be Section 13. All right, Section 13. This is the Constitution. And 13, fundamental rights and freedom. All right. So this is your rights and freedom. All right. It says whereas any person in Jamaica is entitled to the fundamental rights and freedom of the individual, that is to say, as the rights wherever his race, place of origin, political opinions, color, creed, or sex, but subject to the respect for the rights and freedom of others and for the public interest, to each and all of the following, namely lives, liberty, security of the person, the enjoyment of property, and the protection of the law. Protection of the law. So in a time of emergency, where their protection of the law gone? So I'm trying to say, so they broke the constitutional law. They broke that. The whole thing is broke. Like, my people, like, I don't think everyone's hearing me, man. This is some serious thing. Like, it's like watching a lamb to slaughter. Like, they've already broken the whole constitution. Like, there is no niceties. There is no nice, like, they don't care about baby. They're just like feeding the pig for it to get slaughtered. You know what them ones there? It's like feeding the bull. Yeah, this already been broke, because, like, where is the state of emergency, which is required emergency under the law? It requires all of these. Look, it's in the actual law that the state of emergency is supposed to have been applied. But again, the protection of the law, my people. All right, let's see, man. Freedom of conscience of expression and of peaceful assembly and association. Respect for his private and family life. Okay, look, the subsequent provision of this chapter shall have effect for the purpose of affording protection to the aforesaid rights and freedom, subject to such limitation of that protection as are contained in those provisions, being limitation designed to ensure that the enjoyment of the said rights and freedom by the individual does not prejudice the rights and freedom of others or the public interest. So again, they break. So this section broken. The first section in the fundamental rights and freedom of the Jamaican people broken. There's none of that. All right. So let's go section 2. Protection of life. No person shall intentionally be deprived of his life, saving in execution of the sentence of a court in respect of a criminal offense of which he has been convicted, without prejudice to any liability for a contravention of any other laws with respect to the issue of force in such case as are hereinafter mentioned. A person shall not be regarded as having been deprived of his life in contravention of this section if he dies as a result of the use of force to such extent as is reasonable, justifiable in the circumstances of the case, for the defense of any person from violence or for the defense of property. Okay, see, so in other, to effect a lawful arrest or to prevent the escape of a person lawfully detained, for the purpose of suppressing a riot, insurrection, or mutiny, or in order lawfully to prevent the commission by that person or a criminal offense, or if he dies as the result of a lawful act of war. Okay, which one? This one now. Protection from arbitrary arrest or detain. So it says no person shall be deprived of his personal liberty save as may in any of the following case be authorized by law. In consequence of his unfitness to plea to a criminal charge or in execution of sentence or order of a court where in Jamaica or elsewhere in result of a criminal offense of which he has been convicted or this is something not to do with nothing what I'm talking about. Let me find something. This is forever. This is interesting though. But let me find something. Freedom, protection of freedom of movement. No, it's not freedom of movement. Okay, protection from inhuman treatment. No person shall be subject to torture or to inhuman or degrading punishment or other treatment. Okay. Nothing contained in or done under the authority of any law shall be held to be inconsistent with or in contravention of this section to the extent that the law in question authorized the infliction of any description of punishment which was lawful in Jamaica immediately before the appointed date. Look, no property of any description shall be compulsorily taken possession of, and no interest in or right over property of any description shall be compulsorily acquired except by or under the provision of a law that prescribes the principle on which and the manner in which compensation, therefore, is to be determined and given, and secured to any persons claiming an interest in or right over such property, a right of access to the court for the purpose of establishing the interest or right, determining the amount of such compensation, enforcing his rights to any such compensation. So again, as you can see up here, so they're not supposed to, there's no, this property is not supposed to be taken, but it looks like they're using this, but it's not declared under the state of emergency though. So if they take properties, be unlawful because it only can be taken in the Emergency Powers Act, and this hasn't been declared because it just hasn't been declared. And if they do take it, they have to pay compensation and obviously the determination of that. But where is it? Yeah, like I said, a lot of people is not really kind of looks. There we go. So B, authorized on behalf of Her Majesty that taking or possession or control of the managing or carrying on as the case may be of any property or undertaking the acquisition of any property other than land. So yeah, a lot of psychs going on, my people. Wait, let's see. Okay. Okay, it's a lot. It's another time we go through that fully. What else? Protection of privacy of homes and other property. Okay. No, I think that's not the case right now. Provision to secure protection of law. Man. Okay. All right. So this is something that, because it's in a state of emergency and they didn't do, by law, this is what's supposed to happen. Is that whenever any person is charged with a criminal offense, he shall, unless the charge be withdrawn, be afforded a fair hearing within a reasonable time by an independent and impartial court established by law. Okay. So I think it says it would be a criminal offense, obviously already a criminal offense not following health and safety. Okay. All right, let me see. I think so. Nothing in subsection 3 of this section shall prevent any court authority, such as in mentioned in the subsection, from excluding from the proceedings persons other than the parties thereto and the legal representative. Okay. Where else? I think, no, that's not it. What else is there to cover in this? Okay, let's see this. I need to get 26 as well. So 24, 26. Okay, this is saying protection from discrimination on the grounds of race. I don't think this is, okay, that's not the case. Okay, 26. We're gonna look for 26. enforcing of protective provision. That is Supreme Court for remedy. Okay, all right. So say for us as people are abroad, we could go to the Supreme Court for the remedy of the Jamaican people. Because if they're not following the Constitution, they have to go to the Supreme Court, just like in Vibes Cartel case. All right, so if the people are, this is a big message. This one is very, very, very big. So if the people are, again, not being, like the fundamental rights is being broken, it's showing you, subject to the provision of subsection 4 of this section, if any person alleged that any of the provision of section 14 to 24 inclusive of this constitution is being or is likely to be contravened in relations to him, then without prejudice to any other action with respect to the same matter which is lawfully available, that person may apply to the Supreme Court for remedy. So again, Jamaican people, you could apply to the Supreme Court for remedy, and you could do an expeditious one. Like I say, it's just the right people that supposed to be hearing this conversation. Yeah, okay. So the Supreme Court have jurisdiction over the public health of Jamaica. All right, that's right. So just hear me clearly. Okay, this is some serious thing that's going on, my people, because right now, it's big, man. Need people, but I'm just putting this out so everyone knows. So look again. So this section, interpretation, right? Then where it gives you section 4, period of public emergency mean any period during which Jamaica is engaged in any war, or there is in force a proclamation by the Governor General declaring that a state of public emergency exists, or there is in force a resolution of each House supported by the votes of a majority of all the members of that House declaring that democratic institutions in Jamaica are threatened by subversion. All right, 5A, proclamation made by the Governor General shall not be effective for the purpose of subsection 4 of this section unless it is declared therein that the Governor General is satisfied, A, that a public emergency has arisen as a result of the imminence of a state of war between Jamaica and a foreign state, or as a result of the occurrence of any earthquake, hurricane, flood, fire, outbreak of pestilence, outbreak of infectious disease, or other calamities, whether similar to the foregoing or not, or B, that action has been taken or that is immediately threatened by any person or body of person of such a nature and on so extensive a scale as to be likely to endanger the public safety or to deprive the community or any subsequently part of the community or supplies or service essential to life. A proclamation made by the Governor General for the purpose of and in accordance with this section, A, shall, unless previously revoked, remain in force for 1 month or for such longer period not exceeding 12 months as the House of Representatives may determine by a resolution supported by the votes of a majority of all the members of the House. B. May be extended from time to time by a resolution passed in like manner as is prescribed in paragraph A of the subsection for further periods not exceeding in respect of each such extension a period of 12 months, and C. May be revoked at any time by a resolution supported by the votes of a majority of all the members of the House of Representatives. We have 7. A resolution passed by a House for the purpose of subsection 4 of this section may be revoked at any time by a resolution of the House supported by the votes of a majority of all the members thereof. And again, 8. Nothing contained in any law in force immediately before the appointed date shall be held to be inconsistent with any of the provision of this chapter, and nothing done under the authority of any such law shall be held to be done in contravention of any of these provisions. Okay, let's see now. 9. For the purpose of subsection 8 of this section, a law in force immediately before the appointed date shall be deemed not to have ceased to be such as a law by reason only of any adaptation or modification made thereto by or under Section 4 of the Jamaica Constitution Order in Council 1962, or B. its reproduction in incidental forms in any consolidation or revision of laws with only such adaptation or modification as are necessary or expedient by reason of its inclusion in such consolidation or revision. My people, man, my people, we are in trouble only if we know. Yes, like I said it for a reason, and this is proven, man. Violation of the Constitution, that's 1. Violation of public interest, that's 2. Not conspiracy, man, genocide by not again declaring a state of emergency when there is. What else, man? Yeah, violating health and safety. What else? Everything, my people. This one is deep. Yeah, look like everyone's sleeping. No, I'm gonna lie. Well, what done as much as I could.
My king, my daughter is here also, right?
Mm-hmm.
Awoken.
Yes.
Yes, we have to. What you just said, we have to start that now. Those things need to be written down. He's broken every law, and boldly. I mean, he just keep breaking the law. He just keep destroying the people. Everything against the Constitution. He, we just have to get enough people. that we can get this knowledge, that we can make a movement.
Mm.
He has to, and it has to happen fast.
Fast. But it's just, I could just tell it's just people that they don't have no sense of just education wise, like just it's
No, yes.
it's
They can only do this with people who have lost their way to self. The people, we people, not only Jamaica, but listen, this can happen anywhere that we are as melanated people, because so many of us have lost our contact with our ancestors. We've been serving idols so long that our very souls have been hardened. But there's enough people that it don't take a whole lot, but it take enough people with this knowledge. With this knowledge, you know, the things that, please, my daughter, write down those things. This is breaking the immutable law, but write down those things that he's saying, that we can now start sending a message out to people that can help us take some action.
powers of parliament. Let's see. Yeah, but, this is a welcome stage. I think to observing from the audience. Good. This is our excellency stage. 1 second. So, yeah, definitely, we are. It's not looking good. Definitely, it's the constitution is already broken. There is nothing else. There's no what the government gonna do.
Totally broken.
What was done, like it's. I can't even explain it. It's.
No, but my son, my daughter, we have to put it together that we can start passing out flyers. We got to do something now.
But it's the people though. It's not like we're promoting. Look, there's only 12 people in the room, and like it's a,
No,
like,
but there's 12 people here. But if we start sharing, if we have like a notice, alert notice, because the thing about it is that when I'm looking at the videos of this guy, his whole plan is to destroy everything. He has broken every constitutional rights of the people.
Definitely looks like it.
No, you just read it. You just said it.
It's true, yeah, definitely. It's not. This is there. Like I put together. So anyone that is interested in their life and their family life, I could only say as much. Like I said, I only could do the warning and let people know, because this is a collective thing. You know, it's like trying to control the whole ocean. And you're not gonna. It's just what we can do. So, you could find these things in the Emergency Powers Acts. All right, and that is, you could see, and also in
Emergency Powers Acts. Powers Act.
Yeah, emergency powers. Also,
For Jamaica.
Yeah.
I'm writing it down. My daughter, you're gonna have to work. But this I'm writing down because she hears it anyway.
You could screenshot it. Emergency Powers Acts. It's also what day is it? 1938, and the Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management Act, 1993. These two together goes along with the Constitution. And you can see everything has been violated. Like if the Constitution,
everything has been violated.
if the Constitution is violated, there's not like what else? Literally, remember, like I showed you the remedy. We as people, they could get remedy from the Supreme Court, just like the Vibes Cartel case, where again they found that the court system was being prejudiced. They went to the Supreme Court. So again, it's really truly let people know this, and especially Jamaicans that are over here. You know,
But can I
Supreme
ask a
Court.
question to the people that are in here? Are
Yes,
you all interested? Are you all interested in helping Jamaica? My daughter, you already said that it would not be that smart city. So we're the only ones that we gotta get this word out. We gotta get the gives a guideline so how we can stop it. It can be stopped. But if we're willing to take a chance to take a step towards saving Jamaica and ourselves also, because it could be any of us.
Trust me, it's like
If
it's not like
I'm
it's gonna get
asking them,
worse, you
I'm
know.
asking the people that are here, are you willing to make an effort? Just put a one if you say yes to save Jamaica. Oh, I'm glad you came online. Supreme Empress.
Greetings all.
No, the Verna is full of joy. Eh?
Full of energy.
I got it, Mother Verna. I unlocked exactly that. But right now, because the situation is so serious, can't even laugh.
That's more of a reason why we should be moving and moving fast. Thank y'all for the ones. Thank y'all for the ones. It doesn't take everybody. We just have to get the right people. All those
I
laws
agree.
have. Thank you.
I agree with what King Lancelot is doing. He's always caring for the children. And you know what has happened in Jamaica is it's just dire, it's just really bad. I'm gonna say something that's probably not going to be popular and I probably will get hit for it,
Go
which
for it.
I totally understand.
My son has to
Um,
mute.
Oh, 1 second, 1 second. I'm mute.
yes, thank you. I'm going to say something that's not probably going to be favorable, and I probably will get, pushed back from it. What I'm feeling, and I'm just going to say it. What happened in Jamaica is really, really, really bad, and we are seeing all of that happen all around the world. What I would like to do, what King Lancelot is doing, you see, you can't take a horse to water to drink. We are in that time that we have to really truly think about what time and season that we are in. You know, we have been used to begging for stuff for so long. I mean, when I came to King Lancelot was talking about the royal children, and he said the royal children are those people in Jamaica. But look at the petition, how many people have signed the petition? Just over 600 people. King Lancelot has had almost 2 million different platforms views. A lot of people have commented on his post. A lot of people have said they're going to support and share his content. But we still have 600 people. Now, look, this is the king's children, and they're not supposed to be doing what they're doing. King Lancelot did it for a reason. He was the one that was supposed to go out and send the alarm, but no one was listening to the alarm. No one was listening. And here he is again, still with his heart asking about the king's children, which are us. Now, I'm a mother of 4 children, and I remember when my daughter took, for the first time, she took drugs. And she came home, she called me, and she said, "Mummy, come and pick me up." And I said, "No, I'm not going to come and pick you up. If you want to take yourself to drugs, then you're going to have to find your way home." Now, that might, for some people, might be a bad thing to do. But I promise you, my daughter never took drugs again. Sometimes, as a parent, and we're talking about this earth is Mother Nature, Mother Earth, and she cares about her children. But sometimes the way mother does children is that she does discipline. The raw children need to get to their position You know that you are the royal child, but sometimes we get comfortable. I have been smacked in my life so many times because I ran away from my purpose, almost to the point of death, because I was not doing what I was supposed to be doing. When I talk about the imperial law or immutable law, we're supposed to be at the top. We've lost our order. We've put ourselves at the bottom. And no mother that loves the children is going to keep them at the bottom. And so she's going to do anything necessary to get them to wake up so that they can be at the top. I'm not saying this was fully a natural thing, but at this time, hundreds of people should be coming and listening to what King Lancelot is saying. We cannot force people and drag them and drag them and drag them. No one grows that way. Sometimes you need to put your child on your lap and spank them. If you don't hear, you must feel. We want it for the white man and all the people who have done horrible things to us, but we don't want it for ourselves. My people, my children, we can't point the finger if we can't point it at ourselves. We've been at the bottom too long, and mother don't want us at the bottom. We got to use this opportunity to come and listen to what King Lancelot is saying and get ourselves back at the top. I'm not saying that we shouldn't support and do all the things. We're going to do that. But we are all sovereign. We all know the immutable law. We know the instinct law in our hearts. It's written in our hearts. We know. How long are we going for the prophets to die? That's what the Bible says. How long must the prophets die? It's our responsibility now. No one else's, people. It's our responsibility. Because more is going to come on us. King Lancelot said it in the House of Commons. The karma is going to come on us. We need to face the reality, my people. I'm sorry I'm saying things that it might not be favorable, but this is the truth.
Please don't say you're sorry. Just keep talking because we need to hear it. And we that are in here, please open your heart. Please just open your heart. This opportunity is, we're here for this moment, really. But and we have to discipline ourselves to not allow, because though the name is Jamaica, they still are melanated people, and not in the face of just outright injustice to the people. Just they're down. Some of them haven't even had food for a week, and you got to have a card. What do you have to have? An ID card. You have to have a digital ID card to get food. No. People are being unalive because they don't have food, don't have drinking water, and they're just pressing them down in the ground. And it had to come to this point that we can be moved. I mean, we have to have enough love for ourselves and for our people to be ready to, he has to go before court. He has to be tried. And we have the power. We have the power. But let's make sure everyone in here has signed that contract, telling everyone, let's get this royalty as it's what is given to us from not to do everything we can to do it, to get it. It's like a disgrace. It's like a spitting in the face of our ancestors, really. Because if we would just give a half of the attention to what my son is doing, what we're doing here, if y'all would give a quarter of the attention you give to the church and also your money, we can do it. We can take our royalty back. Thank you. Please put a 1 in the chat if you are ready again for me.
It's not looking good, my people. Not looking good. Not looking good. Let me see if I could find this. But just keep the live for a second, because it's this thing is so real. One moment, one moment.
One of the greatest movement of this time. No, we can't keep just sitting. We can't just keep waiting, hearing about it, because the people don't know. Most of them don't know anything about the Constitution, and that's how they can get how they can go so wrong, and it's all happening all around us. Look at what was Tanzania. Look at that. I mean, look at how many people are being unalive. Our children, women, girls having babies because of what having all those wars. We got to stop this, and it doesn't take everyone. Only those that love being melanated. Only those that are thankful, connect with their ancestors. And when I read the comments of the Jamaicans, so many of them are praying that God protects the Holy One, the Prime Minister. They're still waiting on him to give them the food after 1 week. After the millions he has received, the Chinese people are actually feeding the Jamaicans more than anybody else. Somebody say something, please, even if it's a song.
I hear you, Mama Verna. I hear you. It's a you can just put the energy. It's a deep one. It's just a wake up call for all of us. It's a wake up call for all of us. And again, when what we are doing here is no joke. It's not something that we're playing around with. It's just, when are people going to see this? We are reincarnated beings. We come here for a reason. We're not messing about. But we can't force you. This is Mother Nature. This is Earth. This is a mother. She loves us so much. Our ancestors love us, but they don't force us. We're going to have to start waking up to what's going on, my people. Begging is gone. We have to stand up and do it. We have to support one another. But if we had 1,000, just 1,000 signatures in that petition, we could have done something, like King Lancelot said. We couldn't even get, this is the thing. Why did you think the ancestors put in before things happened? King Lancelot kept saying he felt something, he felt something, he felt something. He had a heart, it was burden. He said he felt something, he felt something. And we were pushing and pushing and pushing. And we're not begging, but not even one donation we got. I mean, look at what we've achieved in the last 3 months, my people. You see our hearts. You never seen people like us doing what we're doing. King Lancelot, 6 hours. 6 hours, and he works a 9 to 5. My people. We need to start coming together. We are family. If you can't support one another, what are we waiting for something to come to the sky? We are here.
Accident that we're here. Oh, we've been chosen for this, but you can only get it from inside. We have to be just like a Chinese said that if black people would unite like Chinese, they would be the most powerful people on earth. It doesn't take the whole world. Only those that love the idea of being able to help raise our people, ourselves, to royalty. That's why it's so powerful, because it's all based on motherly love. And I was thinking today, men were never meant to rule. Men were never meant to rule, because when we ruled, the earth was in perfect peace. And what I just found out, those women from North America, they went all over the world feeding the world. They're the one that created that. What is they call it? Three sisters: beans, corn, and what is the other one? Bean, corn, and swatch. They're the ones that invented that. And when I think about corn, I know how corn was made. But no, I think I forgot. But anyway, they invented all of that. They're the ones that brought the men here. There was never, how is it possible that there could be a man God before there's a woman goddess?
But and Mama Verna, let's not even talk about our spending power.
Yes.
Black women or melanated women, over 2 billion was made in 2021, 22, 2019 in America, and even here in the UK. But what do? We give our money to outside. We don't even put it in our communities. Do we even know our power? We are keeping this matrix going, and we don't even think about ourselves when we're doing it. I didn't come and reincarnate just to mess about. I'm doing things behind the scenes. Like, I'm following what King Lancelot is doing. Every single person should be sharing this. We should be building our own banks, having our own shops. And so when something like this happens again, we've got the resources to do it. We shouldn't be begging each other. We are the king's children. We are royals.
Yes.
It's our birthright. And if mother has to put us on the lap and smack us, so shall it be. Because she's not going to leave us at the bottom. It's immutable law. We're supposed to be at the top. That's the order of things. We are supposed to be at the top. That's the order of things. You and I are sovereign.
That's
We're
right.
not supposed to be at the bottom. And she will do anything necessary to get it into our heads. Because we are in the golden age, my people. The golden age, the age of the sun. We are the sun people. I don't care if you have no money in the bank account. I don't care what you've gone through. You are royal.
That's
You
so,
are royal. And it's that time, my people. We can't mess around. We have the power. We have the power to take over this realm. We have the money. We have the mindset to take over this realm. We can look after each other. We don't need no one.
you decided to come back here. And you know what? When I think about my life, I think about, damn, I mean, I've came to the point that all that have done me wrong, I'm so thankful that I learned to forgive. I'm so thankful that now I came every time. Look what happened. How many people have ever encountered someone like uh, Awaken, uh, my son? How many people have? I mean, the knowledge that we're getting here, the power that we're getting here, the love, the love. How many times? How many other hosts are saying, "My people, my beloved"? You know, I mean, we are very special people, and this none of us are more powerful than the other. It's just about reaching inside of yourself, giving thanks for who you are. In this is the most powerful time since humanity was taken down. This is our most powerful time. Everything's on our side, but everything can't make us do it. We gotta just love doing it. We have to love when we see people, especially melanated people that, they're walking in. I mean, like when they're, into religion. And so we want to, help bring them out there, and we start shouting with them or start, what is that? Just not giving them love, speaking to them in love, but instead actually penalizing and accusing or just turning away from them. Every one of us have light in us, but we are the ones that have to turn it on. And you can only turn it on if you start loving yourself. To love yourself is to glorify your ancestors, because we couldn't be here without them. And they're with us. And what's so sad, everything you see happening to us is because we have forgotten them. All we got to do is just start giving thanks.
If we've forgotten ourselves, remember we are the
That's
ancestors.
right. That's right. That's right.
We have to remember we are the ancestors.
Yes.
We did this before. Every pyramid, every building you see, we created.
Yes.
We created.
Every
We are the
science,
ancestors.
everything, every food, we did as women.
Everything. And remember, we created the immutable law, so we can't even break that. So until we get back on top, I don't care if you have to go to a shop and do window shopping. I don't care if you have to go to a car shop and look at a Mercedes, whatever it is. Do what you have to do to change your mindset. Pick yourself up from the bottom. You are not supposed to be there. This earth is destroying itself because we are in the wrong place, my people. This is the golden age. I'm saying it again. This is the golden age. You are royal. I am royal. We have to be at the top. Whatever royal means to you, do it your way. Do it in your own style. Do it in your own creativity. Do it in your own uniqueness. But nevertheless, you are royal. I'm sorry, I am not wasting time and being at the bottom again. It's for our children's children. You are royal. If you have to put music on, put some motivational speaking on, get it into our heads. You are royal. Unless we're going to keep having this karma that is not ours. Immutable law is over universal law, my lovelies. The law of Mayat is over everything. We are the one that holds this system together. You have to start thinking like royals, because you don't have a choice anymore. We don't have a choice anymore. You can see it. The law of Mayat don't have no favorites. White, black, Chinese, don't care. If you're not doing it, you're gone. That's that time, my people. That's why I didn't talk. I sat quietly for ages, because this is it. I know we've gone through a lot. I know a lot of us had hardships. We always put our best foot forward. That's the beauty of us melanated people. But you are royal, no matter what you've gone through. It's your birthright. You deserve it. You've done it over and over again. It is yours. Take it. Take it. We've been doing surname research. We've already done 50. There should be thousands of people signing that, so you can know your property, your land, your castles, my people. What a great time to be alive. What a great time to be alive. Those inheritance is yours. It's not them, it's yours. You can heal the land, heal your family, heal the nation. It's your wealth sitting there. No one's coming to claim it. We are the right people for it, my beloved. Don't listen to those voices that tell you that you're not. You are the right people for that wealth. It is yours.
And you know what? Look, thinking like this. Diamonds only, it takes 2 million years for a mature diamond of dirt and being pressed down. Everything that you can think of that is unclean, built in you, put in you. And yet it comes out with every color that's in the rainbow. Because all the things that's happening to us had to happen to us for in order for us to turn back to who we truly are. We had to be pressed like this, destroyed like this, that we can come. But you see, a diamond is not fragmented. Every light that's in it shines its own way. Everything comes from the sun. Everything. And we're at the top of that. We have what did you say? Our memories. We have so many millions of years, trillions of years of knowledge. We have it. It's all inside of us. That's why we're the most distracted people on earth.
My beloved, when I do the research, sorry, Mama Verna, when I do
There's
the
no
research,
problem.
every time I do the research, my beloved, it goes back to Jamaica, the Caribbean. It goes back to the Americas. Every time the surnames go back to us, goes back to you. I'm telling you, it's undeniably you. It's your birthright. They can't even take it from you. When we say do your surname research, you will see yourself in there. We're not making it up. It goes back to you every time. Every time I do it, it always goes melanated. It goes back to melanated. All the surnames they told you was slave master name is your names. It's our names. Do you know that in Spain, there's just land that's empty, a whole city, a whole countryside that's up for sale, thousands of houses empty in Italy, in France, in Germany. They don't tell you empty, empty, empty buildings because you're supposed to be there. You're in the wrong place. That is your land. It's empty. I've traveled to France myself. Right? They're trying to sell it because they can't take it. And this is why it's happening. The law of Mayat. We have to be in the right place in the Jubilee. You got to be in your right places. And if Mother Nature has to do it, she will do it because she loves her children, because she left inheritance for us. I've traveled there myself. I've seen it. Empty. They're selling a whole lot of big up countrysides, big up cities with thousands of houses. Castles going for freaking ridiculous money. And we're here struggling. Have you not seen that they're all passing away? You've not seen the fertility going away? Why do you think that's happening? Because it's our time.
No birth rate. No birth rate.
Yeah, we're stuck in this little corner where we're supposed to be taking on the world.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah. Please, if anybody want to say something, come up. Everything. Every time we go out of our house, our royalty is left inside. And people just insult us or say things to us, even in the school to our children. Everywhere we go, it's like, I remember when I was married to a German, and everywhere we went, especially like it was like at a carnival or something, like there were a whole lot of people. Everybody was looking at us. And his friends used to always ask him, I said, why do you look so angry when you're outside with me? He said, because my friends are always asking me, how good are you in bed? Okay, y'all laugh, because we have to laugh a little bit. But the thing about it is that I tried so hard to fit in. I wanted so much for those people to love me, because at that time I didn't love me. Even when you're growing up, as we grow up, we saw only beautiful white teeth women, or the men was always the heroes, never knowing that that was all based on us. We are pure sunshine. But don't think about what's been done wrong to you. Always think about, wow, I have a chance to be in this moment, to actually make something happen that is supposed to happen to us, to get in alignment with nature, to get in alignment first with yourself. If you start loving yourself, the problem is over. If we can start loving ourselves, then we can love each other. And we'll protect and give each other. And this is what we have to be. Everyone we see suffering, it's us. But it's like we're watching a movie. Instead of, we just turning the channels. Okay, but that happened over there. That happened over there. No, we're the only people that have been made this way. But we're also the only people that can change it. And we got to. We got to do it fast. Because it's just every corner of the earth we are being unalived. I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and for you. And I say to myself, what a wonderful world. Colors of the rainbow, they're so pretty in the sky. Also on the faces. I messed that up. I started at the beginning and went to the end. But we are so wonderful people if we can just turn inside and be thankful. And no matter, when I see a wrinkle or a line come on my face, I stand in the mirror, I start sticking my tongue out at myself and say, you're the most beautiful person on earth. I love you. And now I'm beginning to look like my mother more and more. And I'm like, wow, that spirit of fighting, having 9 children, and always getting up and making sure she had a job as soon as she dropped the baby. And all had that energy because she had so much love. She had so much love. And this is what we have to do. Turn back to our respect, self-respect, self-love. There's nothing that can stop us.
Lancelot, where have you gone?
No, I'm here.
We need you.
Greetings, everyone.
Greetings.
Greetings, Divine.
Um, Thank you for that serenade, Verna. It was very nice. Yeah, I've been listening. Thank you. I was thinking, have you been on other lives, King Lancelot, and spoke on their lives? Because there's quite a few Jamaican lives out there.
Well, I just really found this out because
Yeah,
yeah, I just really have found this out. I'm just doing what I can while because it's
I know it's difficult
mhm.
and stuff, and that's when they're mainly on in the day.
Yeah, so it's like it's yeah, it's so that's why I try to do the posting. But it's some clear situation that we're looking at, you know. It's real. It's not. You can't really trust none of no what they say or nothing like that because it's just it's all written. It's just that we as people don't know the things that are most important. So not too sure. So it's just that what else is just trying to keep the promoting the necessities or what's necessary, and that's really it. Because
No, but you got to go on different lives to Jamaica. There's some powerful Jamaican platforms.
I will. No, I said I will. It's not that I won't. I will.
Yeah,
But as if they could listen and hear, though. That's the difference.
The thing though is, it's about just dropping that seed.
yes,
It's just dropping that seed because once that seed starts to grow and they start seeing what's happening around and the eyes start opening up,
yeah,
they will have somewhere to run. And I think the good point is raising the Emergency Case Act, you
yeah.
know, and
It's
breaking
wonderful.
down those barriers and then, giving them the truth of who they are, before, because right now we can see the classic. What's going to happen is there's a chaos and then there's going to be the solution. When the solution comes, it's too late to
Yeah,
get hold because they will be gravitating. Because I see what's going on. I blatantly see what's going on out there with there's a battle of, should I say, souls,
yeah,
and
yeah.
who can join this team and who can join that team, and there's a lot of, it's exactly what you're saying, Bernard. There's a lot of non-loving yourself to love other people,
Mm.
and it's really sad to see, and the thing that hurts me from what you were saying, where can I see the Chinese there in the center dishing up bags and bags and bags, and we're out there collecting. There's nobody in there from our people doing it, because they've always been on that level, and they're getting all the glory and the praise that they're doing this, we shouldn't have to be taking handouts. It's true. We should be helping ourselves. I get that.
Yeah.
Awaken, I've left you a message.
Okay,
There's
ma.
work to do.
Appreciate
A
it.
lot of work.
Yeah, we got some work to do. And we have the power to do it. We just keep knowing that, hey, I'm anointed, I'm appointed. I chose to be here. And the ancestor allowed you to be here. No matter what they went through, they think about this. They went through trillions of years to make sure that this seed got here, that are us, the seed and the egg got here.
Mm,
We got all that power in us. That's why we got so many different distractions. That's why they gave us religion,
I
that
know.
we would serve those gods outside of us.
Mm, it's true.
Yeah, we are the goddess and the gods. We are the owner of this earth.
Yeah, my people. Listen, and all of that is just that. Where's all the representative, like the real people, where, like I said, nothing. The laws have not been observed, and that's a violation of the constitutional law of
That's it.
Jamaica.
That's so good when you say that.
Everything is just there, though. It's like, let's say, for people that want to know, you need the Jamaica Constitution Order in Council, 1962, and you need the Emergency Powers Act, 1938, and also, what's the next one?
This is why you was born.
And the Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management Act, 1993. This tells you all the things that they never done right. So it
That's enough. That's enough. That's enough things that they did. I mean, enough bad things they done to get rid of them.
give thanks to my Bunter. Yeah, it's all like I say, if it's not gonna get better because once they've broken the constitution, especially for health and safety and life, it's it's genocide. That's what I see. It's gonna be it's like everyone is just in it for like it's like a circus, like Coliseum entertainment.
They're in it for money and gathering of souls.
Yeah.
That's what I see. And it's just like a whole of people that can't see. And no matter what you say, all you can do is drop the seed. That's it.
True,
All you can do.
true. Definitely try to get it towards everyone.
When I hear the pain in your voices are working, and then I do, and I feel it. I seriously do. It's too much confusion and distraction. Yeah.
Yeah, my people, it's a sad situation. It's literally, it's not. It's terrible. It's like Armageddon. Reality. It's like that.
It is.
Yes.
Like, for real.
That's why we're here. It had to come to this point. And look, I mean, you got the knowledge, reading that, learning the law, and look, the three laws that you just gave. When I mean that right there is those are eye openers.
Mm-hmm.
They have no idea. And another thing is, we are afraid of leaving this earth, dropping this physical body. So we allow these people to do all of this because, like it says, lack of knowledge. But it also says that when knowledge goes through the whole world, then the end of this system is over with. And now that's what you came here. You came here to be the knowledge giver. You and awaken. We can take down it. We, like you said, it's our time now to take it back. And it doesn't have to be in violence, by law.
No.
By law. When we start teaching the people that it's a wrap, it's a wrap. When one of us are hurt, all of us are hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look again here. Look at this, right? Just look at it. So I'll show you that. Like I say, it's everything that we're seeing is a stage show, like, but it's real life, real people dying. So when it comes to finance, it goes, there shall be in and for Jamaica a consolidated fund, into which, subject to the provision of any law for the time being in force in Jamaica, shall be paid all revenues of Jamaica. So if you look at this consolidation fund, yeah. So this consolidated fund is this consolidated fund. You see this? Where it says, whereas the Commons of the United Kingdom in Parliament assembled have resolved to authorize the use of resource and issue out of the sums out of the consolidated fund. It's the same fund. Let me show you. So look, so as you can see here, the Constitution. So if you go, for instance, let me find this. Let's see. So this, right, it shows you an act to guarantee the liquidation of a loan or loans for the service of the colony of Jamaica. Let's see here. So if you go all the way down, all the way down. Watch this. All the way down. This is based on the United Kingdom. So look, the commissioner of the Majesty's Treasury shall cause to be prepared and shall lay before both House of Parliament within 14 days next after the beginning of every session an account of sums from time to time issued out of the consolidated fund of the said United Kingdom by virtue of this act towards making good any such deficiency as foresaid, and also an account of all sums repayable by or received from the island of Jamaica by reason of such advance, with the interest paid or recovered thereon. So they got the same consolidated fund. Look, the Commissioner of Her Majesty's Treasury shall, from time to time, verify to one or of Her Majesty's Principal Secretary of State the amount so pay from time to time, and account of the interest or principal of the sum borrowed, as aforesaid, as such certificate shall be communicated to the governor of persons administrating the government of the island of Jamaica, and shall be by him communicated to the council and assembly of that said island, and such certificate shall be conclusive evidence of the amount to pay out of the consolidated fund of the said United Kingdom, and of the time when the said was paid on account of the interest or principal of sums so borrowed. See, they could do it. Look, and look at the amount. Like I say, they could. This is nothing for them, because again they have the crown. So the said consolidated fund, it's like everything is just it's serious, because like I say, it's just the level of our intelligence is being undermined, and so again it doesn't seem like as a collective we're intelligent enough to do anything. That's why they're doing what they're doing. But like I say, when you're talking about trillions, they can take out trillions and it's not a big deal. You don't need to get no foreign aid, nothing. Like we have a everything is a lie. So again, yeah, it's like we're just we're seeing Yeah, we're seeing broad day robbery, like broad daylight genocide, robbery,
Yeah. My
everything.
son, excuse me, please, but I think the video said that he received 45 billion for
Yeah,
aid.
we talk about trillions. Can do that. Yeah, it's well, like I said, the fact that these things are able to be guaranteed. It's not like it's there in one. It's just there. The leadership, lack of education. Jamaica is like so because behavior reflects leadership. So if you see the type of behavior the Jamaican people have, it's based on the government. So it's so they have worse or up. Yeah, my people. Where, like I say, right now, I think it's definitely affecting because I just felt the change in the air, cold air and everything. So things are changing. But yeah, like I say, if it comes to finance and it comes to everything, there is nothing. The whole setup. Look, there shall be in and I already mentioned that. So yeah, it's look again. The minister responsible for finance shall, before the end of each financial year, has to be prepared an annual estimate of revenue and expenditure for public service during the succeeding financial year, which shall be laid before the House of Representatives. The estimate of expenditure shall show separately the sum required to meet statutory expenditure as defined in subsection 4 of section 166 of this constitution, and the sum required to meet other expenditure proposed to be paid out of the consolidated fund. Yeah, so England is paying Jamaica because, again, that's why Charles is the head of the Commonwealth. It's still the same, doesn't go nowhere. Because he could find it in this such act is an act to provide provision for the government of Jamaica. And if you see down here, again, in constructing the said, secondly, recite an act, the term government shall be held to include legislators and the powers exercisable by Her Majesty under the said act. So the government includes His Majesty Charles, or whatever you want to call him. So it's the fact that everything is just, it's just where they think everyone doesn't have a certain level of education, they could do anything and get away with it, you know. Look, it shows you even in the no laws or no provision of any law made on or after the appointment date by the legislature shall be void or inoperative on the ground that it is repugnant to the laws of England, like, or to the provision of any acts of the Parliament of the United Kingdom, including this act, or to any order, rules, regulations made under any such act, and subject to paragraph 6 of the schedule, the powers of that legislature shall include the powers to repeal or amend any such act, order, rules, or regulation insofar as it is part of the laws of Jamaica. So, laws of Jamaica has to follow the laws of the United Kingdom and the laws of England. So, as you can see, the bloodline, it doesn't break. That's why when it goes back to the king's children, it's the laws of England. So, as you see, it's gone to the point where, yeah, it's like we had Yeah, we have to exercise on a different mindset. So, everything is covered there. So that's why to save these lives. Everything is covered there. Our people. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. No more people right now. Like I say, what you need to know is the Emergency Powers Act 1938. What's this one? The Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management Act 1993 and the Constitution of Jamaica, Order in Court 1962.
It's ingenious. It's ingenious. Our king. It's ingenious.
Look at this.
Exactly the laws, exactly what we need is what you giving us.
Look at this. Free. That part of any estimate or expenditure laid before the House of Representative which shows statutory expenditure shall not be voted on by the House of Representatives, and such expenditure shall, without authority authorized or a parliament, be paid out of the consolidated fund. Okay, that's it. Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
What does it mean? Break it down, please.
Yeah, the consolidated fund is the consolidated fund of this is this consolidated fund. Same fund. Everything has been put into one, so Jamaica get the same money, could take out the same money as the United Kingdom. They are part of one consolidated fund. That's why they pay tax to the United Kingdom. Everybody know that Jamaica pay tax to the United Kingdom,
Yeah, but I mean, is that fun for us in the emergency?
Yeah, it's a consolidated fund. It's for everything. That's what if it's consolidated, meaning everything put together. Everything put together. Yeah. Yeah, my people. So there we have it. What can I do? But yeah, well, just want to save this live. What's people saying in the chat? Yeah, my family. Literally, really, I already covered the whole thing. I got time. So yeah, see if I could definitely go on our bus live, because like people just watch it. We're in a serious situation. This is not an entertainment thing. I'm not gonna lie. Like things can be done, but it's like people are fully entertained. They're not willing to develop themselves. Like these are entertainment purpose type of thing. But yeah, that's the laws that you could pay attention to. And I'm gonna see if I could cut this live up so I could spread this live across to the YouTube or to the TikTok. But yeah, my people. Anyone else?
Yeah. I'm going to say good night. Thank you.
I'll give thanks to Davina.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Okay.
It's just share. That's all you can do. Do what you can. So share. I put all the posts on my TikTok, everything. So everything that there needs to be. I'm just gonna cut off some of this video because again, what more can I do?
You have did a phenomenal job.
All right, and listen, my people. Listen, tomorrow's another day.
Yes.
Have a good night.
Night, night. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Everyone's
King Welsh.
welcome. Yeah, everyone's welcome.
Thank you, my daughter. Everyone here.
Thank you, Mama Verna. Thank you, everyone.